And is there any supporting party? Now, having taken the cue from the governor, Vijay ensured that Congress comes out with the first support, and the statement was issued.
And now, as we speak, we are getting visuals from inside the Lok Bhavan. Those are visuals of Vijay entering the Lok Bhavan and, of course, meeting Governor Arlekar there, who's felicitating Vijay. Those developments taking place as we speak. So the meeting is currently underway. Vijay, they're meeting the governors, taking claim to form government. Rashid Kidwai wanted to come in earlier. Just go ahead. We'll continue to stay on these visuals. First here on Times Now, Vijay inside the Lok Bhavan meeting the governor. Mr. Kidwai, go ahead.
Yeah, so Saki, I don't think this, finances and all that my friend Rajagopalan Saab is saying is not going to be a problem. Mr. Modi is a very astute politician. He would not like to, start his relationship with, a popular actor like Vijay on a wrong note. Vijay doesn't have a legacy, doesn't have a past. So Mr. Modi would not like to browbeat him. In fact, Mr. Rajagopalan can also play a constructive role in getting, some kind of financial package for Tamil Nadu. So I don't think that is a problem. So, I think Vijay enjoys a kind of clean slate and a kind of goodwill, and this will last for a year or two. What happens closer to 2019, we do not know. But at this point of time, Vijay, because of his star power, his popularity, and the kind of freshness that he brings, I think he is fairly stable. There is nobody going to destabilize, whether it's a speaker selection or any other thing. There will not going to be any confrontation with the center, because Mr. Modi picks his enemy very carefully. He would not like to, at this point of time, he would not like to confront Vijay, who's on the high, who's on the rise.
It's coming in there live from Lok Bhavan. Vijay there has gone with an official letter. It is going to be very interesting to see what are the details, what are the numbers that Vijay is going to present to the governor in Tamil Nadu now that an official letter of support has been extended by the Congress. But yet, the magic mark is slightly elusive for Vijay over there. Latest visuals coming first on Times Now. This is the beginning. This is the trailer before the movie that stars Vijay as the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu releases. From sources, Times Now has learned that 10 a.m. tomorrow is the time that Vijay has sought. And the way we have seen how he closely follows astrology, his astrologer has been in and out of his house every single day in the last week. And in all likelihood, that is the time when Vijay is going to take oath tomorrow. But Shekhar Iyer, is it only going to be Vijay now that Congress has made it clear that this relationship is of trust, and not just trust, there will also be power sharing? What role do you see Congress playing in probably the first coalition government in Tamil Nadu that is going to take shape?
Well, I think the Congress will soon insist on some kind of a common minimum program. And because the Congress too had its own election promises, along with Vijay too had, he had come out with his manifesto. So it's likely that both these parties are likely to sit down. They may come out with some kind of an agenda of governance. Of course, it will be largely Vijay's vision that will take precedence. But Congress will be giving some important inputs. And from the look of it, it appears Congress wants to play, I would say, quote unquote, a responsible part. When you saw the Praveen Chakravarti say that, because, it has been the grouse of the Congress that in Tamil Nadu, even when DMK depended on his support, say in 2006, the DMK did not have majority on its own. But they took the Congress support, but nobody bothered about the Congress. And in the last 5 years, this has been the grouse of the DMK MLAs also, barring one or two, that their constituencies were not cared for, the ministers did not pay much attention. Now, those are the issues I think are not going to be there this time, because these 5 MLAs, and if among them 2 are going to be ministers, that should not be a problem. So one can see a lot of interaction. And as Rashid also mentioned, that there is a lot of good chemistry between Rahul Gandhi and Vijay. So when top leaders have good chemistry, yes, one can argue. Similarly, there was good chemistry between Stalin and Sonia Gandhi.
Yes.
And even Stalin and Rahul Gandhi. But then politics, things change. Nothing is permanent. So new situations, new challenges have come.
Yes, if there is one state that can speak about how non-permanent everything is, how transient everything is, that is Tamil Nadu right now. And the face of that change is that man on your screens who has currently entered the Lok Bhavan, the governor's house, with a detailed letter. Dharini, tell us if we know anything about what details are there in this letter that he's presenting to the governor as he requests for a government formation and swearing in time tomorrow.
In this letter, Vijay has returned that he has the support of 108 MLAs from TVK and also the 5 MLAs from the Congress party. And he is also telling that his party, Tamil Nadu Vettri Kalagam, has secured the highest number of vote percentage in Tamil Nadu, that is 34.9. Mentioning these details elaborately, Vijay has claimed to form the government, and he has in fact told that he wants to have the swearing-in ceremony tomorrow here in Chennai. That is what is there in that letter. In fact, this is the third letter submitted by Mr. Vijay to governor, because the earlier 2 letters they were sent to the governor via mail, and this time while meeting the governor, Vijay is making a request in person. He is submitting a letter with all the details of all the MLAs who are in support of a TVK government formation, and he's also clearly mentioned the vote percentage that has been obtained by TVK in this election, 34.9%, and he's taking claim to form the government. And one important factor is that Vijay is also requesting 2 weeks time from the governor to prove his majority in the floor of the assembly, because at the moment Vijay is falling 5 seats short of majority. The majority is 118, but Vijay only has 113 seats at the moment, and he is falling 5 seats short of majority. So he is seeking 2 weeks time from the governor to prove his majority in the floor of the assembly. But the swearing in can happen tomorrow. Even after the swearing in, Vijay will have to prove his majority in the floor of the assembly in a stipulated time that is being set by the governor Rajendra Arlekar. That is what is there in that letter. But the visuals look very fresh. Like we are the first channel to access the inside visuals of Vijay entering Raj Bhavan and Vijay meeting with the governor, and we can see the second line leaders of TVK such as Adu Arjuna, CTR Nirmal Kumar, Sengotain, Arunraj, etc. They are accompanying Mr. Vijay. So these names, Adu Arjuna, Sengotain, CTR Nirmal Kumar, Arunraj, etc. They are all expected to be part of Mr. Vijay's cabinet. The cabinet formation, decisions related to cabinet formation have not been taken yet, and tomorrow we can only expect Mr. Vijay to take oath. He has not completely derived his cabinet yet, because at the moment the Congress is also asking for a sharing power. The Congress is at least demanding 2 cabinet berths from the TVK, and Vijay is also seeking the support of other parties like Vidudalai Chiruthagal Katchi, CPI and CPIM, and these 3 parties they are yet to make a decision. So only after Vijay gets a clear picture about the alliance formation and the alliance arithmetics, he will be able to finalize his cabinet, and that is what Vijay is exactly waiting for. So tomorrow in Nehru Stadium we can expect Mr. Vijay to take oath, and if not Mr. Vijay alone, we can expect a few ministers, a very few of them, to take oath.
Okay, these are the names and faces on your screens. So far, people have only known about Vijay, but the men who accompany him to the governor's house are prominent faces of his newly founded outfit that has made to the corridors of power in its debut itself. These names will now be hogging headlines, will now be a part of his cabinet in all probability. But Mr. R. Rajgopalan, a very important point there that Dharini made, that Congress is vying for 2 cabinet posts. Do you think TVK will be willing to relent to that, given that the numbers are extremely skewed, 108 to 5?
Yeah, 2 is one is very good, heavy portfolio. One is he can allot 2 portfolios. There is no hard and fast rule. And moreover, my only apprehension is that Vijay is very, very popular figure in Tamil Nadu, and whatever happens to his government, my only apprehension is, again I am telling you, is a hung house. ADMK, DMK are powerful parties, very, very deep-rooted, organizations in the villages. Vijay also has. But Tamil Nadu should not become a Haryana, Gayaram, Ayaram like that, because there is an instability at any time, any point of time. Because of 2 reasons, on any particular crucial issues, either Congress or CPM or CPIM or CPM may withdraw support, and Vijay will be having a major test. For that, he has to do political manipulations, either dividing the ADMK or DMK, ensuring his strength like P.V. Narasimha Rao did. My only one point is, Vijay should not be Arvind Kejriwal type, because Congress support to Arvind Kejriwal in Delhi government was only for a short span of time. It should also not be replicated in Tamil Nadu, because 2029 is looming large on India Alliance. If Vijay joins the India Alliance, the formation of India Alliance will also get a change. All new persons are coming into the India Alliance. It will also be a good beneficial thing for Rahul Gandhi and India Alliance. But how DMK is going to pan it out, it's a political thing. Very, very sensitive issues are there. Vijay will be getting briefing from all agencies. It's right time how Vijay is going to be depend on the politicians or bureaucrats.
Yes, it is going to be a big test for him and his political acumen as well. But Rashid Kidwai, right now, it also looks like what is happening in Tamil Nadu is also a test for the Congress party, because the point that Mr. R. Rajgopalan was making about this distrust that has now emanated in the Congress party. We've seen what happened in West Bengal. 3 days ago, Rahul Gandhi was dissing Mamata Banerjee, and now he's back to saying, okay, I am with you in this vote chori allegation campaign. In Tamil Nadu, they have been with the DMK forever, and now suddenly they are being called backstabbers because of what they have done to a long-time partner. Does it also have implications on Congress's future now? Because how is any other ally going to ever trust them after what they have been doing? Next immediate one being Uttar Pradesh and Samajwadi Party.
So, Swati, we must make a distinction here between conventional politicians and Mr. Vijay. So therefore, I don't think the Congress has any baggage, or for that matter, the other partner, that TVK, a new political party. There is no baggage. There is no kind of history of animosity. In fact, there is a lot of goodwill. As Shekhar keeps mentioning, see, Tamil Nadu is one of the states where Rahul Gandhi's popularity is more than Mr. Narendra Modi. So in that sense, and Mr. Vijay is of course a very powerful, a very popular leader there. So it will be a kind of alliance that will last. And Vijay, perhaps in the Congress scheme of things, the people who have spoken to me in private, they say that he would be probably more generous than the DMK, ADMK or other political parties. Remember, Mamata was also very lethal. Mamata in Bengal, after forming TMC, took away a large chunk of the parent organization, that being the Congress. And the same thing is there, goes on in Uttar Pradesh, in Bihar. So in that case, Vijay's track record is very different. And I don't think, while I agree that theoretically what Mr. Rajgopalan is saying is correct, I don't think there is going to be any instability in Tamil Nadu, because people know the mandate. Vijay will remain popular for, I would say, perhaps a decade, but at least for the next 5 years. So therefore, no political party would like to mess around with the public opinion, and that is Vijay's big asset. And I think that is something that will help him tide over all crises. The job of a governor is not to ensure majority. Majority, okay, as per the Supreme Court, is to be settled in the floor of the House. The governor has to satisfy himself before inviting. There are no other claimant. There cannot be any claimant.
Yes.
He is alone. Whether he has numbers or not, that he will have 15 days to muster that. And I think, and Shekhar and both Mr. Rajgopalan can correct me, this IUML and left and they all are there. It's just that they are not opening their cards because there are some institutional mechanism for extending support. But they all are there. So according to me, the figure is 120 or so.
Right, such has been the wave, such is the popularity, that nobody would want to be seen on the wrong side of people's sentiment. The visuals that viewers just saw of vehicles leaving the governor's house, that is Vijay, after having handed over a detailed letter of the numbers that he has right now. Officially, what we know is 118 is the number of seats that TVK has. Remember, 2 of these seats are of Vijay himself. He will have to resign from one of these, which brings the number down to 117 eventually. 113 is the number that 118 is the halfway mark. 113 is the number of seats that he has right now with Congress's official support. That gives rise to one big question: who else is going to join this TVK bandwagon when this government is formed? But coming back to the question of what is going to happen with the Congress in just a bit. But Dharini, what is the latest that you can get us from the ground? The biggest question now is, Congress is a done deal. It is there in writing, in black and white. Who else is going to be on board with Vijay? The time that has been sought is 2 weeks to prove his majority on the floor of the House. Okay, we'll try and get my colleague Dharini back online. Kritika is now joining us from TVK headquarters. Kritika, any interesting vehicles coming in and going out from TVK headquarters that could help us get some information on what is happening next?
Well, clearly right now, this place was a seat of, in fact, communion between the TVK as well as the Congress party, giving you more visuals from this area as I talked to you about, in fact, the developments that are taking place. You know, there are still fans who are trickling in. You can see the visuals of the election buzz, thumbs up signs by all supporters all around us. They were all here to witness, in fact, the formation and the forging of a brand new alliance that is coming in the country, which is between the Congress party and the TVK. All excitement, in fact, over here. We saw, here's the flag of, in fact, the TVK party, the flag colors as well. And we saw these flags being raised with the Congress party as well. So after the Congress has lended support to the TVK, the number that the TVK now has risen from, in fact, 108 to 113. Of course, as you said, there's still the question of the missing 5. Is this going to come in from other smaller parties who were earlier DMK alliance partners? Well, IUIML has already, in fact, refused to partner with the TVK, citing that their partnership with the DMK was not just electoral, but also ideological. So they will be sitting in the opposition is what they've clearly stated. But the left parties are yet to take a decision on. 8th is a meeting which has been scheduled by them. But even as these smaller parties take a call, remember the Congress has, in fact, asked the TVK to keep out communal forces. And this is also coming in at a time wherein there is a lot of chatter over about in fact, over 30 MLAs showing their intent to join the TVK camp. So does that mean there is going to be an acceptance from now the Congress and the TVK front towards this faction of AIADMK leaders who will join, because that will also grant a lot of stability over the next 5 years to the TVK government as well? Or is it only going to be the smaller parties? Is something that will be clear, hopefully, by the end of this day, and those discussions continue to be on. But currently, this moment over here at the party office was entirely about the forging of the new alliance between the Congress party as well as the TVK. Over to you.
Right, and the question right now is only who is backing Vijay and who is not. He clearly remains the front runner, requesting all our guests to stay with us. Taking a very quick break. On the other side, we'll also talk about one party in this state who also might be looking at a long-term plan, that is the BJP. What is happening on that front on the other side?